Hello and welcome back. So, early spring. This still hasn't suddenly grown like it normally does if it's going to, so it does make me wonder. So then, what was I thinking of doing? We're waiting for that. Aha! First things first, animals. What are we doing? For 19,000 again. I don't know. Got all this equipment. Oh. Now then. Let's get this going. Right, I don't know why the productivity is bad, as it says. Right. It's lovely to see those trees finally planted. Just be nice to see them when they've grown a little bit. I'm not expecting miracles like that in one day. Right, be interesting to see when... I don't believe that, I've only just cleaned it and it's got a blob already. Oh, I do like the spacing on those, that is brilliant. Right, okay, oh, I hate this. I was so hoping that this would just... I know, let's go and grab the... I'm trying to think, on the day we did this, which field did we do first? I'm sure it would have been this one if I'm honest. But, let's go and have a look. I'm sure we finished on those two over there last, so... Truthfully, but I'm sure, to be honest, we started on this, so this would be the one that would pop first, and I'm almost sure that when these actually do this, they actually do it in sort of more like a wave. I couldn't swear to. Ooh, be careful. Now. Yeah. Right. I know what we're going to do. Something that I've been threatening for absolutely ages. We might have to go a little bit sort of commando to be going slightly off the beaten path a little, because I don't know how we'll get there otherwise, so you might have to forgive a little bit of slight unrealism. You'll see what I mean in a minute. We're going to go collecting bales that we've needed to be collected for absolutely forever. There are 2 in that field where we've just been and 1 on the train lines. I was just watching in editing. Let me grab that. Let's stick that over there. On the day when I burst it's funny, when I watch the video on, because it's a movie, I can see better than in editing. Now, let me try and explain myself. I'm not explaining myself very well. Yeah, ages ago, I was incredulous as I looked on and saw two of my silage bales split open. But when I was watching it back in editing, I noticed my hand went to red, and I was obviously trying to check all of my bales. I think what happened was, it's sort of like, as we've seen before, when super strength seems to get switched on for no apparent reason. I think super strength got switched on for a second and it tore the bales, because I know there is a mod for cutting open silage bales, and I don't know whether it's on one of the ones that I've got, so whether I accidentally switched it on is what I'm trying to say. But I think I split the bale by mistake. I didn't do it on purpose, but I think it was me that caused it. Now later on that evening, I swear that 2 bales disappear. They didn't disappear. I split 2 bales here. There were 36 in a pile. 2 got split because there was 8,000 litres of silage that I picked up loose later on. So it was not how I saw it going down and how it actually went down. It's 2 completely different things. This bale down here is the mysterious missing bale that let me switch this on a second. The one that got catapulted by a truck, and then it landed down here. There was only one missing bale, and this is it. For some reason, I sort of miscounted 2 bales that got split open, so there were only 34. Then when I come to do what I did, there were 33 again, and I said 1 disappeared. The only one that disappeared was this one that came down here. This is the last missing bale on top of those 2 bales that are in that, where we're going to go a little bit commando, because I'm not sure there's a proper way for us to do this. Being as we can't say, I am only giving this till tomorrow though, we cannot afford to wait any longer than by tomorrow, to be honest. So in fact, let's speed time up a touch, because this is the only thing we can do. So feels wrong to waste the effort we put into all of the hard work we put in. Now this is where what I'm talking about. The bales are through here, and we may have no choice but to sort of be a bit unrealistic. And oh my life, let's see if I can actually go through. Not sure I can. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah, I did foresee this, that there's not really a proper way that I can actually do this. You couldn't really get it out any other way than sort of cheating, because you can't squeeze it through the... Right. So I hope you'll forgive a bit of skullduggery. Right, and now this, let's grab this. That's the only missing bales that I'm aware of now. Now then, this is actually I don't like doing it, but can't see any other way other than going all the way through the farmyard. Right, that's it. That's my last bit of commando going wrong, going through hedges and that, unless it's a mistake or we do something as silly again. Right, so that's 3 bales. I'm just going to have a look at the growth stages again, because I am really intrigued about this, the different growth stages and how it works with grass in different, with it being different to standard crop. Got to be careful now because those trees. This is setting new borders now that I'm not used to. And yes, I know you can sort of drive through them, but I don't really want to be doing things like that. Right, so growth stage. Let's have a look. I'm really intrigued about this. Yeah, definitely. It's still only the growth stage is on that second green. That's definitely not the third. The third green stage is 11 and 2. So we're definitely only on the second growth stage. Now, grass seems to fling from that particular growth stage straight to ready to harvest in one sort of fail swoop, but it seems to have been stuck on this ready to pop for the last, well, for 2 days it's been on this particular thing, so I really don't know how it works. Because you would have thought by this time that would have popped, but it's not. Right, there's very, very little we can do, so let's just stick up to 120 for now and hope that this at some point will pop. As I've said before, we will watch the grass grow, quite literally. We have no other plans that we can actually do, nothing at all, until this very first thing happens. And I am not speeding past 2,000 again, not at the minute, even though I'm not quite so sure that I'm right, even though on Greenwich Valley I have no idea why I didn't have a growth stage through an entire season. That did to me make absolutely no sense. Sorry, I'm slurping tea and I didn't think about the fact that I'd be deafening you guys with a digital microphone. It is quite funny that saying about it's like watching grass grow in this particular instance is actually quite apt, because that's exactly what I am watching to see that moment when it pops, which is quite funny. Thank goodness that we can make time speed up by 120 times though, because in real life this really does have a completely different meaning. But I do mean this, if it hasn't popped by tomorrow morning, we just cannot hold our plans back any further. We've just got to go for it. We've given it every opportunity for this to happen. Just have a look at that. What is in field 16? Oh, wheat. Right. Well, if we get the opportunity, I don't mind buying a wheat field. I really do wish that I did understand the intricacies of seasons a little bit better. Observation only does so much. It's doing 25,000. Let's go and have a look. Let's just see if that is 25,000 or if it's more, because we've all seen what this says when it's more in there than it looks. No, that actually does look about right, to be honest. Wow, I thought if it was going to pop, it would pop by now, by tea time. But still nothing. Looks like it's going to be tomorrow morning. Or else it's not going to pop and we're just going to get field ripping. Watching grass grow, let's take that till 7 and then we are going to do something. Right, okay, plan of action. I'm going to clean up the things and we're going to grab what we've got, because it might not be a full 40,000 litres, but tomorrow, whatever happens, we are either ripping this lot to pieces, the fields, or we will be mowing, and we certainly won't have time for doing anything but rudimentary things with it, and certainly not dropping manure off and grabbing I'm going to try to do this in cab because it's always so uncomfortable for me to do this, so I've got to break out of my comfort zone, really, to be honest, and start doing this in. Oh, I think this definitely needs a wash, doesn't it? Wow, that is mucky. Right, let's try and do this in cab. I don't think it's far off this time, the 27 that it said. I think that looks about right to me, to be honest. Oh no, it's a little bit more. Oh wow, quite a little bit more. Not that far off a full. Wow. I thought if I went straight backwards it would be less bad than me going round at a funny angle, because we know that lip, at some point I've got to deal with that lip. I have, but I'm not wanting to it still looks like it's not changing at the minute. At least we've got those bales that I've wanted to pick up for a long time. That's a job that has been bugging me every time I've seen in editing, that one hiding on the railway. This is another job, another side job that means that we've got one less big job to do tomorrow. I'm going to start on trying to reverse in with my mirrors, but I dare say I'll switch quickly. But I'm gonna just trying to get myself used to doing this, because it is difficult. The angles are so funny, and the mirrors seem to magnify the view, which doesn't help. That's the mirror I need to see. It's very hard to know. No, I think I need to be viewing the other mirror if I'm honest. That one. Okay. What have I hit? Right, yeah, that's definitely way out. Definitely need quite a bit more practice. As in, a lot. I need to pull out. I've gone way too close to the digestate stack. Wow, is this mucky? I think that's the next order of business is, let's give this a good wash when we get in the yard. Because it is ditched, so is the trailer. I suppose though, when your main job is lugging manure, which this has had quite a bit of that, and cleaning up a yard, I do suppose that's probably quite realistic. Lights, it's getting a bit dark. I can't see what's going over the bridge, so let's play it safe. Whoa. Wow. Wow, just look at that muck. Nearly done. Lovely. Right. Let's drop that off and let's go and grab the liquid tanker. It's still growing. I can tell it doesn't look right for grown. Definitely tomorrow if it's going to pop at all. I'm forgetting myself, having that in that view. Let's turn time up a little because I don't think it'll be all digested in that time. Yeah, that's definitely not completely done. Let's let that go down. Let's put time a little. Let's take that down to 0. Rain. Brilliant. 8:30, not too bad. Brilliant. Alright, let's get this taken to the slurry yard and cash that in. Get the little bit, not quite 20 grand, but it won't be far off 20 grand. Wow, 109,000. Let's give this a little time. I know what we'll do. While we've got... Let's go and do the animals. It still looks like it's not parked. We'll give it the time. How much have we got? 10,795. I don't know. Let's try and straighten that weight up. When we do need it, we won't be able to use it. Oh, they've popped. They've gone yellow. Wow. Thank goodness for that. Oh my life. Right, let's... all hands to the pump then. Let's get this party started, as the saying goes. Oh, thank goodness for that. I was beginning to think it was never going to work. Right, so then, first order of business is our mower. Let's get this going. Whoops. More race, less speed. Getting so excited now. Now then, before we start getting excited, let's have a check the weather. Today, just cloudy, it says. Right, let's put my mowers on, which have had almost a 6-month rest. Must remember I've got lots of seeds in those plastic boxes, so we shouldn't need to buy seeds for quite a while. Now this is where I've got to get rid of all existing ones because we have new field edges. So none of these are right except for the new field edges. Oh, did I just get rid of the field edge? I did, that's 2. Oh, all that work. Gordon Bennett. I don't know. Course generation 14. Now I think we did about 7, but we shall see. 9 and 8.4. I don't know. All that hard work. Luckily I think it was field 15, which is probably the easiest one to get back, but talk about... wow, only 3 because of the weird shape. Oh, what's it doing? It's trying to go round the back of the... oh no, I think I did do that actually. We shall have to see if this is going to work. I'm not going to save this just yet because I'm very unsure of it, the way that I actually took the things. We shall see whether this is going to work. Oh, definitely won't work with that in the way. Oh, in fact, yeah. You sometimes forget I've left the that in the way. That needs moving. And we also need to move that. Again, if we stick that here, we should be okay. Now then, we need to find our impromptu weight. One of these days we will buy a proper one. There we go. So we need actually, if we don't save this from the other one, we won't be able to. Now, where are you? No doubt struggling. I've no doubt I've made this too difficult. Not too bad. I don't think I did it there. Definitely think I'd remember trying to go into the river. I don't know that. Oh, really? This is ridiculous. Oh, that's one way to do it. Careful of little trees. Should still be on pickup. I know we're mixing bales, but oh, what's happening? I'm sure. Please tell me that he's not all ravelled up. Now the bit I'm interested in is this, how will this fare on this second round? Because I am... I'm so glad this is the very last time that we're doing this field. For once I'm going to have to switch the lines on. Oh my life. What an absolute mess. I don't know what on earth I was thinking. You're telling me you're stuck and you can't get past that? Honestly. Well, I can see this is going to be fun. This is probably the worst field to do, but I can see we might need to do another field edge. Gordon Bennett, that is, well, terrible, absolutely awful. I might actually do that myself in a minute, because that's not going to work. I think I was trying to get way too much in to go past that where I did, and to keep circling around like that, it's an absolute nightmare. Right. Let's try that again. I shall come and rescue in a minute. Should just do that. Well, any extras, because we'll bear in mind that we've got to do this for our arable field as well. Slipping? You're trying to go through a building. Better. Is it still trying to go past the building even though I've told it that that's not where the edge is? I don't get it. I don't get what it's trying to do. It's not like I've even put the field edge anywhere near that. Never seen Courseplay do that. Try to give an edge where you've told it not to go. Very strange. Oh, wow. This is an absolute train wreck that really should not even be happening. Anything like this at all. I don't get what Coursplay's doing. I've got to hope that this is some sort of aberration on Coursplay's part, that me setting the new field edge will set right next time we load it. I have known this to happen before. I certainly hope so, because it makes no sense. I set the field edge and I didn't go anywhere near that other side. I did the first time, but I certainly haven't this time. It's making the course up itself. Wow. What a mess. Well, my timer's telling me that this session is absolutely full, as all my timer's all gone. So, after doing this field, we shall do the rest tomorrow, and I hope to goodness we don't get a repeat performance of what we've got today with the new field edge, because that just makes no sense. I don't know what's happening. We will finish this field though, that's the one thing we will do. Including the bits like that bit to the left that haven't been properly mowed. I'm not doing any edges though, they can be done even afterwards, so not bad. 8:30 in the morning. I think what I'm going to do is probably the easiest way to mark a field is truly to run a plough around the edge and then get courseplay to check the field edge. I think I might do that because it doesn't seem to be liking the other way of doing it. That I have done it. That is a way that you can mark a field edge the way that I've done it, but it seems to be going wrong. I might try it once tomorrow to see if it settles down, but it's doing something weird past the corner of the cow shed, so I don't know what it's trying to do, because I didn't eat, that was not even in my markings. Makes no sense. But I have known Courseplay to go have that funny little dicky fits all the times. It can, if it goes wrong, if it gets twisted with something that you've already done and gets confused, it can do these weird things. So I'll give it one chance tomorrow to see if it'll do and then I'll just mark it the old way of just basically ploughing a line around the entire edge of the field. That's just as valid. How's the mower doing? Nearly finished. I think this is last one. But the mower, I mean, not for me. I've got quite a few rows to do yet. Oh no, still another one. A little tiny bit of a row left. I think that is it. Yeah, that is it, alright. He's trying to go through the shed, but yeah, you are slipping alright. do that tiny little bit. Stick that. Oh, there's a tiny torch, that's typical. Said we'd have to finish this off, didn't we? Let's get this field finished and then we're down in tools until the next recording session. Be interested to see how many we actually get off this one. Oh, there's a bit of wood chips. A bit I missed. Sorry, I'm concentrating. I realise I've not spoken in quite a while. Just thinking about it. Sometimes you can tell when you're tired when things all go pear-shaped, and I realise that's why I'm not carrying on. I am tired. This can sometimes try to get too much done in one day. There's no need. You can always tell they're good episodes when you're not sort of rushing things a little bit. They seem to flow more naturally, but sometimes you try to force it a bit, and sometimes episodes like this make you realise when you are you're more humorous and more with it, I always think, when you don't try and force it. Not that you don't always realise you're forcing it, I might add, but you can sometimes realise once you've started, like this time when things all go south quite quickly, that you're just sort of trying to carry on for the sake of it. And to be honest, I'd sooner put good content out and good episodes than rush 6 episodes out in one day and it suffer, to be honest. So that's why I'm definitely waiting, doing the next one another time. I'm not trying to force any more today. It'll be interesting to see how many bales we've actually created on this field now that we've shrunk it, because I've got to say that the actual runs of grass look very plush. Just intrigued to see how many we've actually managed. Typical, 99%. Keep running over little tiny patches, but they're not enough to actually finish it. Hooray! Brilliant. Let's lift that up a second. Let's do the cleaning up now. Being as it's the last time, let's do a good job. When I say the last time, it is always possible, of course, to replant grass at a later date. So, the last time for this original field, let's put it that way. One thing I do love about the Sammy is how agile and what a fantastic turning circle, because it's small as well. It's small and got a good turning circle. It is so agile. I mean, it is one thing I love about the Deutz. The Agritron is, for its size, an absolutely amazing tractor. Got a very, very tight turning circle, but the Sammy is something else. Are we going to get a last bale? We are definitely getting low on patches now. Oh, I can see a few. 7. It seems appropriate somehow that we get one last bale out of this field, and I think we're going to do it. Brilliant, and we have. Excellent. Oh, there's still a bit towards the next bale on the next field. Excellent, and that, I think, is, as they say, let's just see if we can get that this little bit here. I don't know what happened. It's when he went into the new saplings. Let's just see if we can try and get this last little, more for the mess than anything. It's a right brilliant. Let's do this properly. Not done that in a long while. Let's just push that under a minute while we just clean this last little bit up. Must pick that bit of total mixed ration that I dumped a couple of sessions ago when we were doing the wood chips. Let's try putting the that's better. There we go. That's the last ride of this field. Excellent. Stick with. Oh, I see you. Bit that got away. Right, that is definitely a wrap. Let's just see how many we actually got off that. I am really intrigued. 36 bales. I think that's the same as we got last time. That's amazing. That's a full trailer on its own. Actually, yeah, that's the same as we got last time, but we've taken off a section of the but I suppose we also, to compensate for that, we actually went around the side and did that section, didn't we? So yeah, that's still good though. 36 bales, that is absolutely amazing. So one full trailer. Now I'm not going to faff around and keep chattering like I normally do, because this has been a long session, so I'm hoping that I'm not so tired tomorrow and that I can actually entertain you a little bit more and put a bit of life into the episode, to be honest. So with no further ado, thank you very much for watching, and hope that you're going to continue on this journey with us. Things are beginning to take place, so I'm just going to say thanks a lot and goodbye for now.